Question number 1 from the topic algebra. In the first part we need to express as a single fraction. So first we need to take LCM here, and the LCM it will be x minus 4 whole square. After that it will be x minus 2 times of x minus 4. If you further solve it, it will be x minus 2x plus 2 4s are 8 divided by x minus 4 whole square. So now it will be 8 minus x divided by x minus 4 whole square. So that is your first part answer. After that, solve these simultaneous equations. So what I am going to do, I will multiply the first one by 3 so that x coefficient will be same. So when you multiply the equation by 3, it will be 6x minus 9y equals to 14 times 3 is 3 4s are 12, 3 1s are 3 and 42. Next equation it will be same, that is 6x plus 4y equals to 3. Now I will change the sign, plus will be negative, negative and negative. So we can simplify 6 and minus 6x, and minus 9 minus 4 leads to minus 13y equals to 42 minus 3, it is 39. So you will get the value of y and it is minus 3. With the help of y you can find the value of x, and for that one I will use the first equation, that is 2x minus 3y equals to 14. You can use any equation, it's your choice, there is no hard and fast rule. So 2x minus 3, the value of y, it's minus 3 equals to 14. 2x plus 3 3s are 9 equals to 14. When you shift 9 on the right side, it will be 2x equals to 14 minus 9, and 14 minus 9, it's 5 divided by 2 equals to x. So the final answer is you have x is 2.5 and y is minus 3. After that, in part C we need to multiply the brackets. So x square minus 4x equals to 6 plus x. X square minus 4x minus 6 equals to 0. X square minus 5x minus 6 equals to 0. We need to apply the middle term. So it's x square minus 6x plus x minus 6 equals to 0. X minus 6 plus 1x minus 6 equals to 0. Taking common x minus 6, so the leftover part is x plus 1 equals to 0. So you will get two values, x minus 6 equals to 0 and x plus 1 equals to 0. So x is minus 1 and x is equals to 6. In part D it says y square minus 9 divided by 2y square minus y minus 15. In the numerator, that is an identity of a minus b and a plus b. Alright, in the denominator we need to apply the middle term, so that will be 2y square minus 6y plus 5y minus 15. The numerator will be same, it will be y minus 3 and y plus 3. In the denominator, first we need to take common from these two, so that will be 2y, and inside the bracket it's y minus 3. Similarly, taking common here, so that will be plus 5, inside the bracket it's y minus 3. The numerator will be same, y minus 3 y plus 3 divided by, in the denominator y minus 3 and y minus 3 we can take common, so y minus 3 is common and the leftover part is 2y plus 5. Now we can simplify y minus 3 and y minus 3. So the final answer is y plus 3 divided by 2y plus 5. That is my final answer. Question number 2 from sets. The set A is a multiple of 3. The multiple of 3 we have, it's 6, 9, 12 and 15. For B it says the factor of 60. The factor of 60 is 6. After that it will be 10 and 12 and 15, right? And for prime numbers we have, it's 5, 7, 11 and 13. So in the first part it says find A intersection B intersection C. You need to highlight any number that is common in all three sets. So there is no number that is common, so the first answer is 0. In the next part it says find A union B complement, but before that I have missed a number for set B, and that number is 5 as well, because 5 is a factor of 60 as well. So that is my set B. Now A union B, if I find A union B, that means I need to arrange all the numbers of A and B. So it will be 5, 6, 9, 10, 12 and 15. Now that is A union B. So the complement of A union B is, you need to subtract the elements from universal sets. What are the leftover? Leftover will be 7, 8, 11, 13 and 14. So that is A union B complement. In the next part it says a number R is chosen at random from universal set. Find the probability that R belongs to A intersection B. So first we need to find out A intersection B. The common elements between A and B, it's 6, 12 and 15. So the R answer, it will be, R can be any number between 6, 12 and 15. So the possibilities are 3 out of. The total number is the sample space from 5 till 15. So we have 11 numbers. So that is the answer for probability. In the next part it says that D is a proper subset of B and D is a proper subset of C. Find D. So basically D lies in B and C. So first I need to find out the intersection of B and C. So the common element between B and C is 5 is common, right? And apart from 5 there is no element that is common. So B intersection C is equals to 5. So that means that D have an element and that element is 5. That is your answer. The next part says that an activity camp offers 3 sports: tennis, cricket and volleyball. One day 50 children took part in these sports and the data is given. So I need to make a Venn diagram here. So we have 3 sports and the first one is tennis. After that we have cricket and the last one we have volleyball. So I'm going to write down the data here. 19 children play tennis, so there is 19. 34 children play cricket, so it's 34, and 23 play volleyball. After that it says that 2 children played all 3 sports, so 2 is the intersection of all 3. 5 children played tennis and cricket, so tennis and cricket it's 5, and 10 children play tennis and volleyball, so we have 10 here, right? In the first part it says tennis and cricket but not volleyball, so the answer it will be 5 minus 2 and that is equals to 3. That is your first part answer. The next part it says that cricket and volleyball but not tennis. So let me write the number here, X, right? But before that I need to find out all the students who are playing only tennis, only cricket and only volleyball. So let me start with only tennis. It will be 19 minus 3 minus 2 minus 8. If I talk about cricket, so that will be 34 minus 3 minus 2 minus x minus 2. If I talk about volleyball, it will be 23 minus 8 minus 2 minus x minus 2. Basically, first we need to subtract this intersection from all these 3, right? So 5 minus 2, it leads to 3, and 10 minus 2 leads to 8. So that's why we use the number 5 and 8 in my 3 and 8 in my calculation. I had solved for tennis and cricket, and for volleyball it will be 23 minus 8 minus 2, it's 10, right? Or I can say that minus 2 and plus 2 will be cancelled. It will be 23 minus 8 minus 2 minus x plus 2, right? So these two cancel. 23 minus 8 leads to 15. So the expression will be 15 minus x, right? So the total number of students we have, it's 50. So if I add all the total, so firstly it will be 6 plus, next one is 31 minus x plus 15 minus x. Now I will add all the intersections, that is 3, 8 and x minus 2, and the last one is the sum of intersection of all 3, that is 2, and the sum is equals to 50. Now I will solve, so it will be minus 2 and plus 2 cancel, and minus x and plus x cancel. So the leftover is what? 6 plus 31, it will be 37. 37 plus 15, it is equals to 52. 52 plus 3, 55, and 55 plus 8, it's 63. So that is equation, it's 63 minus x equals to 50 and x equals to 13, right? So we need to find the value of cricket and volleyball but not tennis. So that is equals to x minus 2, and x is 13 minus 2 is equals to 11, and that is your answer. And the last one, it says cricket only. So we have the expression for cricket only, and that is 31 minus x. We have the value of x, so it will be 31 minus 13, and it leads to the answer 18. So that is your final answer. Alright, it's question number 3. It says that Zara owns a hairdressing salon. She buys a pack of 60 bottles of shampoo from a warehouse for $240. She plans to sell the bottles of shampoo to her customers for 5.50 each. Calculate the percentage profit Zara makes on each bottle she sells for 5.50. Alright. So first thing, the number of bottles she buys is 60. So it will be 5.50 multiplied by 60 is equals to $330. Alright. So we need to find out the percentage profit. So that will be 330 minus the cost price, it's 240 divided by cost price 240 multiplied with 100. So that is equals to 37.5%. That is your first part answer. After that, Zara sells 45 bottles at the full price, then she sells the rest with a 20% discount. Alright. So for 45 bottles the price is full, that is 5.50. So it is equals to $247.5, right? And for the rest bottles she sells with a 20% discount. So first we need to find out the discount on 5.50. 20% discount, now the leftover is 0.8, that is 80%. So 5.5 times 0.8 is equals to $4.4, and with the price of $4.4 he is selling out of 60, 45 bottles are sold, it means 15 are left. So that is equals to $66. Alright. So calculate the total profit she makes selling all 60 bottles. So the total price is 247 plus 66 is equals to 313, right? And the cost price is 240, so it will be 313 minus 240 gives you the value of $73. So that is the profit she makes. The selling price is it's for $247.5. So that means it will be 247.5 leads to 313.5, and 313.5 minus 240 equals to $73.5. That is your answer. Next part, when the warehouse sells a pack of shampoo for $240, it makes a profit of 15%. Calculate the price paid for the pack of shampoo by the warehouse. Alright, so when the warehouse sells, they made a profit of 15%. That means now it's 115 and the price is 240. So what price they paid for the pack of shampoo? So by doing cross multiplication, it will be 240 times 100 divided by 115, and that is equals to $208.7. That is the price they paid for the pack of shampoo. After that, Zara borrows 2500 from bank to make improvement to her salon. She is charged 4.5% per year simple interest. She pays money back after 3 years. Calculate the total amount Zara must pay to the bank. So first we need to find out the interest. The working formula is PRT divided by 100. The value of principal is 2500. The rate is 4.5 and the time is 3 years. So 2500 times 4.5 times 3 and divided by 100, it is equals to $337.5. That is the interest, right? So we need to find out the amount, and the working formula for amount is principal plus interest. The principal she has is 2500 and the interest amount is 337.5. So you need to add them together and it is equals to $2837.5. That is your answer. In the next part, it says the exchange rate between dollars and pound is $1 is 0.64 euros and $1 is 0.64 pounds. The exchange between dollars and euros is $1 is 0.78 euros. Liu changes $250 into pounds. Calculate how many pounds he receives. So it's very simple. If it's $1, then the amount in pound is 0.64. If he has $250, then we need to multiply 250 with 0.64 and it is equals to 160 pounds. That is your first part answer. After that, complete the statement to show the exchange rate between pounds and euros. So we need to convert these two, pounds and euros. So it's very simple. If it's $1 equals to 0.64 pounds and we have $1 equals to 0.78 euros. If you observe on both equation, on the left side we have $1, so we can equate them. So the equation will be 0.64 euros equals to, sorry, 0.64 pound equal to 0.78 euros, right? We need to find out the conversion of 1 pound, so that will be equals to 0.78 divided by 0.64. So when you divide it, 0.78 divided by 0.64 gives you the value of 1.22 euros. So that is your conversion for 1 pound equals to 1.22 euros. Alright, it's question number 4 from the topic circle properties. It says A, B, C, D and E are points on circle with center O. AD is a diameter of the circle, so that is an important point here. And F is the point of intersection of AD and CE. AC is 24, ADC is 72, find ADE. So firstly I will highlight the angles of this angle we need to find out, and with the property of angle in same segment, that angle is 24 because you have this angle 24, right? So these two angles are same, so the answer is 24 for the first part. After that it says CED. So let me highlight the angle first. CED means that we are talking about this angle, right? To find out this angle, what I will do, firstly we know that this angle is 90 degree, right? And how come it is 90? Because you have a diameter and there is the property of right angle in a semicircle which defines that this angle is 90. So if the total angle is 90, we can find out this angle here, and that will be equals to 90 minus 24, which is equals to 66. Now you have an angle 66 and you have this complete angle that is 72 plus 24. So if I make an equation, it will be 66 plus 24 plus 72 plus the angle x, this one that is unknown, and equals to 180. So you can have the value of x and that will be equals to 18. So x is 18 for the second part. After that it says CFD. So CFD means that this angle we need to find out, right? To find this angle we have 66 and we have 72. So solving triangle here, it will be 66 plus 72 plus, let's suppose this angle is y, equals to 180, and the value of y, it will be 42. After that we need to find ABC. So the angle ABC is this angle. So with the property of cyclic quadrilateral, because B and D lie on the opposite side, so I can say that angle B plus angle D equals to 180, and angle B is unknown, so that will be equals to 180. This angle on the right side, it will be negative 72, and the answer is 108 degree. So that is your last part answer. After that it says given that DC is equals to 4.5, so you have the angle of length of DC and that is 4.5. Find the diameter of the circle, and diameter is basically the length of AD, right? So since you are dealing with the 90 degree, that means we can apply trigonometry here, and I can apply cos here, so that will be cos 72 is equals to adjacent, that is 4.5, divided by hypotenuse, that is your diameter. So AD and the diameter of the circle equals to 14.56, that is your answer. And after that it says find the value of DE. So DE means that it talks about this length, right? So how you are going to find this length? If I draw the triangle separately, ECD, so that will be like this, E, C and D. The value of EDE is unknown, so let me say that it's T, the unknown variable, right? DC is given, it's 4.5, angle C is known, it's 66, and the complete angle of D, that will be 24 plus 72, and it leads to 4 plus 2 6 and 7 plus 2 9. Alright, so now we can apply law of sine here, and diameter of circle is known, it's 14.56, right? Now law of sine, it will be 14.56 divided by sine 96 is equals to T, that is unknown, divided by sine 66. So after solving you will get t equals to 13.3 and that is your answer. It's question number 5 from the topic nth term. It says that a square can be placed anywhere on the grid outlining 4 numbers. These are the 4 numbers. The numbers in opposite corners of the square are multiplied together and the difference between the product is found and that difference equals to 6. The grid is continued downwards. If n represents the number of the top left of the square, that means this is the number n, complete the square. So if this number is 8, then the neighbor number is 9. Similarly, if you have n, then the neighbor number is n plus 1. So if it's 8, then this number is 14. So in terms of n, I can say that this number is n plus 6 and the neighbor number is n plus 7. Alright, that is my first part answer. After that, use your answer to part A1 to prove that the difference between the products of the opposite corners. So I need to pick the product of opposite corners. From the given example, if you see that it's the first number they had picked it 9 into 14. Similarly, I need to pick 9 plus 1 and 9 plus 6. So 9 plus 1, 9 plus 6, that is my first corner, product of first corner, and the next one is n into n plus 7, and it talks about the difference, that means we need to subtract them. So n square plus 6n plus n plus 6 minus n square plus 7n. So now it will be n square plus 7n plus 6 minus n square minus 7n. If you simplify, so n square cancel, 7n cancel, so the leftover is 6 and we need to show the same, that is your answer. For next part B, it is similar to the previous one. If this number is represented by n here, so the number that is exactly below this one, it will be n plus 10, right? Because 14 plus 10 it's 24 and 24 plus 10 it leads to 34, so that number it will be n plus 20. This number is n plus 9 and this number is n plus 11. We had picked all the numbers from the square. If this number is n, so that will be n plus 14, that is n plus 9, n plus 11 and n plus 20. So that is your first part answer. And after that it says the sum of the numbers in the cross below is 330. Alright, so the numbers we had find in the above example, above question. The numbers we have, it's n plus 9 plus n plus 10 plus n plus 11 plus n plus 20 and the sum is equals to 330. Alright, now first we need to find out the value of n. So how many n we have? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I can say that it's 5n plus 9 plus 10, 19, 19 plus 11, it's 30 and 30 plus 20, it leads to 50. So 5n plus 50 is equals to 330. You can solve it. 5n equals to 330 minus 50. 5n equals to, now 330 minus 50, it gives you the value of 280 and 280 divided by 5, so n is equals to 56. So if you need to complete the cross here, so if n is 56, so that will be 66, that will be 76, it will be 65 and it will be 67. So that is your answer. Number 6 from the topic mensuration, it says a candle is in the shape of cylinder of radius 1.6 and height 7.5. Calculate the volume of candle. So for volume of candle, the working formula we have, it's pi r square h. Substitute values here. So pi radius is 1.6 square and height is 7.5. So that is equals to 60.3. That is your first part answer. After that, 6 of these candles are placed into a box of height 7.5. Find the length and width of the box. Alright. So firstly, if the radius is 1.6, then what is the diameter? Diameter will be 2 times of radius, so that means 3.2. So if I mark the diameter, so that means this length is 3.2, this length is 3.2 and this length is 3.2. So the total length of the box is 3.2 times 3 and that is equals to 9.6. That is my first answer. Similarly, if I mark the diameter in this direction, so for width of the box it will be 3.2 times 2 and that leads to 6.4. So that is your answer. The length is 9.6 and the width is 6.4. After that it says calculate the volume of empty space. The working formula we have, it's volume of cuboid minus volume of candles, or you can say volume of cylinder, right? So volume of cuboid, it will be 9.6 into 6.4 into 7.5, that is L into B into H, minus volume of candle we had find out is 60.3, and we need to multiply it with 6 because we have 6 candles. So after finding these values, the final answer is 99 centimeter cube. That is the box which is not occupied by candles. It's part B from the topic limits of accuracy. The length of a rectangular photo is 17.8 correct to the nearest millimeter. The scale factor we have, it's 0.5 millimeter, right? So firstly what I will do, I will convert my units because we have centimeter and we have millimeters, right? So it will be equals to, if it's 0.5 millimeter, we need to divide it by 10, so that leads to 0.05 centimeter. That is my scale factor. The width of the photo is 12.5 correct to the nearest millimeter again, and the scale factor will be same. Calculate the lower bound for the area. So area of a rectangle is length into breadth. Since we are looking for lower bound, so that will be the lower bound of 17.8, it will be 17.8 minus 0.05. The lower bound of 12.7, it will be 12.7 minus 0.05. So after solving these two brackets, we got 17.75 times 12.65, and that is equals to 224.5. So that is your answer. And after that, or you can add the numbers after decimal, so it's 375, right? So after that it says Kate has a rectangular frame with length 18 centimeter and width 13 centimeter, both measured correct to the nearest centimeter. So the scale factor we have, it's 0.5. Will the photo definitely fit into the frame? Explain your answer. So to identify that whether the frame is sufficient for the picture, what I will do, I will make two columns, one for the frame and one for the picture, right? Just for the explanation part. Now I will find out the lower bound for frame. So frame has a length of 18, that means the lower bound it will be 17.5, and frame has a width 13, that means the lower bound is 12.5, and I will find the upper bound of the picture. So the picture bond is 17.8, so the upper bound it will be 17.85 and it will be 12.7. So when you add 12.7 plus 0.05, that will be 12.75. So you can observe that the frame is not suitable for the picture because its dimensions of frame is shorter than picture. So I will say that no. And the reason why, because picture upper bound is greater than frame lower bound. All right, or you might be right any reason. There is no limit regarding the reason, but your reason must be it must be satisfy the condition. So you can write any reason, but it must be logical. Alright, it's question number 7 from the topic graph of functions. At first we need to find out the value of y when x is minus 3. So in your equation, what you will do, you will place the value of x, and that is minus 3 cube divided by 2 minus 3 and plus 1. So when you solve, you will get the value, and that is equals to minus 3.5, and when x is equals to 3, that will be 5.5. Alright, so first part you had done it. On the next part, on the grid below, plot the points from the table and join them with a smooth curve. So we need to construct it. So when x is minus 3, y is minus 3.5, and 3.5 will be like this one, right? Minus 3 and minus 3.5. At x is equals to minus 2, y is positive 3, so that is your point. At x is equals to minus 1, y is 3.5, so 1, 2, and that will be 3.5. At x is 0, y is equals to 1, so 0 and 1 this point. At x is equals to 1, y is minus 1.5 this one. X is 2, y is minus 1, and x is 3, y is 5.5. So that are the points. Now we need to join them with a smooth curve. Make sure to connect all those points. So that's how your curve looks like. Part C, it says that use a graph to solve the equation x cube upon 2 minus 3x plus 1 equals to 0. Basically this equation equals to y, so it says that y equals to 0. So highlight the points at which the graph cuts y equals to 0, that means x-axis. So these are the 3 points I have highlighted, and the coordinates are, for this point the coordinate is minus 2.6, that is my first value, right? For this one the coordinate is, it's 0.123, so it's x is equals to 0.3, and for the last one it's 2.3. So these are the 3 answers for part C. Next part, it says by drawing a tangent find the gradient of the curve at point minus 2 and 3. So first let me highlight the point minus 2 and 3, so that is my point, right? I need to draw the tangent at this point. So I had drawn the tangent, and on that tangent I will pick 2 points. So first point I will pick this one, and the coordinates of x-axis is minus 1, and for y-axis is 4.246. So on y-axis it's 4.6, and for the next point I will pick the point this one. So the coordinates we have on the x-axis it's minus 2.5, and on the y-axis it's 2. Then I will apply the working formula to find out gradient, and which says that y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So y2 we have, it's 4.6 minus y1 is 2 divided by minus 1 and plus 2.5. So 4.6 minus 2, it will be 2.6 divided by 2.5 minus 1, it's 1.5. So 2.6 divided by 1.5, it leads to 1.7. Alright, your answer might be vary with this one, and such type of answers have a range in your marking scheme, because it depends on the curves you are going to draw. So since I am drawing on my iPad, so I cannot draw a smooth curve. If you are drawing it on paper, so make sure that your curve must be smooth. For the next part, it says the line AB intersects the curve at point P. The coordinates of point A and B are known. Find the equation of line AB. For equation of line, first we need to find out the gradient, and I'll say that the point A, our coordinates are x1 y1 and B it's x2 y2. So gradient formula is y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So it leads to minus 8 divided by 2, and that is equals to minus 4. After that I need to apply the working formula y equals to mx plus c, and I need to find the equation of c here. So for x and y I will pick the point, and that point is 0 and 5. So instead of 5 I will place 5 instead of y, equals to gradient we had find out, it's minus 4, x is 0 plus c. So you got the value of c, and that is equals to 5. Now to find the line of equation, we are going to again apply y equals to mx plus c, but y and x should be placed as it is. The value of m we have, it's minus 4, and c is equals to plus 5. So that is your equation of line of AB. After that it says the x coordinate of point P is a solution of the equation x cube upon 2 plus cx plus d equals to 0. So we have two equations. One we had drawn that curve. We had drawn the curve of the equation. It's y equals to x cube upon 2 minus 3x plus 1, right? That is your first equation. And the next equation we had find in part E, y equals to 5 minus 4x. So if you observe both sides, you have the value of y. That means you can equate them. So now it will be x cube upon 2 minus 3x plus 1 equals to 5 minus 4x. I need to arrange my equation in this form. So x cube upon 2 as it is, minus 3x as it is, but when I shift minus 4x on the left side, it will be positive 4x, then plus 1 as it is, and when I shift plus 5 on the left side, it will be minus 5 equals to 0. So you can simplify it. So x cube upon 2 minus plus minus, it's positive x, minus 4 equals to 0. If you compare it with your given form, it's x cube upon 2 plus cx plus d equals to 0. So by comparing, we can see that the value of c is 1 and value of d is equals to minus 4. That is your answer. Alright, it's question number 8 from the topic statistics. In the first part, you need to find out estimated of the mean score. Alright, so the working formula to find out the mean is summation of fx divided by summation of f, right? For x, first we need to find out the midpoints. So the midpoint of 0 and 10, it's 5. The midpoint of 10, 20, it's 15. It's 25. It's 35. 45. And it's 55, right? Now you need to multiply your frequency with the midpoint. So the first one, it's 4 into 5 are 20. The next one, 12 times 15 is 180. 16 times 25, it's 400. 23 times 35, it's 805. 20 times 45, it's 900. And the last one, 5 into 55, it's 275. Now you need to add all those values. So 20 plus 180 plus 400 plus 805 plus 900, and the last one, it's 275 divided by the total frequency you have, it's 80. Alright, so when you add and divide it by 80, you will get the mean, and that is 32.50. That is your answer. Alright, for the next one, it says calculate the cumulative frequency. So the first one is same, and the next one, 4 plus 12, it's 16. 16 plus 16, it's 32. 32 plus 23, it will be 55. 55 plus 20, it's 75. And 75 plus 5, it's 80. So that is your cumulative frequency. Now it says on the grid, draw a horizontal axis for 0 till 60 using a scale of 2 centimeter represents 10 points. And a vertical axis from 0 to 80 using a scale of 2 centimeter represent 20 students. So I have plotted the axis, and now I will construct the point. So at 10 it is equals to 4. So that will be equals to 2 and 4. That is my 4. At 20 it's 16. So 12, 14, 16. At 30 it's 32. So 32. At 40 it's 55. So that will be 55. At 50 it's 75, so 2, 4 and 5. And at 60 that will be equals to 80. Alright, so I need to construct all those points. So that will be my CF curve. It should be as smooth as you can draw. You need to meet it at the origin, right? So that is your curve of CF. Now after the curve had been drawn, it says find the median. So for median, you need to divide the total frequency, that is 80, divided by 2. It gives you the value of 40. So we need to highlight the value or at 40 on my x-axis. So the value I am highlighting here, it's 33. Alright, so the median you have, it's 33. And after that it says the interquartile range. So first I need to find upper quartile, that is Q3, and the working formula is 3 divided by 4 of your total frequency, that is 80. So it gives you the value of 60. So you need to find out the value at 60. Make sure that you are doing it with the help of a scale. And the value at 60 I got, it's 42. So the upper quartile I have is 42. And for lower quartile, the working formula for lower quartile, it's 1 upon 4 of your total frequency, that is 80. That means 20. Now I need to highlight the value at 20. So the value I am getting, it's 23. Alright, so for interquartile, you need to find out the difference of upper quartile minus lower quartile. That gives you the value of 19, and that is your answer. After that it says the students who scored more than 40 points can enter the next round of the quiz. 2 of these students are selected at random. Work out the possibility that both students score more than 50 points. So I have copied the part of your question, this one, right, table part. Now it says that more than 40. So more than 40 means the sample space we have, it's 25, right? And the qualifying student is the one who scored more than 50. So more than 50 means we have 5, this one, right? So that is the possibility of first one. For next one, the possibility is 4 divided by 24. You can simplify. 5 ones are 5, 5 fives are 24, 4 ones are 4, 4 6 are 24. So the answer is 1 divided by 30. It's question number 9 from the topic trigonometry. In the first part, we need to find AC. For AC, we are going to apply law of cosine. So that will be equals to AC square equals to 130 square plus 164 square minus 2 times 130 times 164 into cos 115. Alright, now we need to find out the squaring of these numbers. So 130 square, it's 16900 plus 164 square 26896 minus, I will multiply these three terms. So 2 into 130 into 164, it's 42640, and the value of cos 115, it's minus 0.423. Alright, now firstly I will start multiplication with these two. So 0.423 times 42640, it is equals to minus minus plus, and it is equals to 18020.4. And when I add these two numbers, so 16900 plus 26896, it gives you the value of 43796. When you add them together plus 18020.4, you will get the value 61816.4. On the left side we have AC square, so we need to apply root on both sides. So root of it will be equals to, AC is 248.6 meters. That is your answer. In the next part it says work out the area of the field. So for area we need two sides and angle between those two sides. So two lengths we have, it's 130, 164, and angle between them it's 115, right? So we can calculate it. So sine 115 times 164 times 130 and then divided by 2. So the area is 9661.2. That is your area in meters square. In third part it says the field is to be sown with grass seed each square meter. Now it talks about 1 square meter, right, of the field is sown with 3.25 gram of seed. So if it's 1 meter square, the amount of seed required is 3.25 grams. The seed is only sold in 5 kg bags. So firstly I need to find out that how many grams of seed I require. So in the last part we had find out the area, and that is 9661.2 meters square, right? So if it's 1 meter square, the amount of seed is 3.25 grams. For 9661.2, it will be 9661.2 multiply with 3.25. So when we do it, so that is equals to 31399 grams. That means this is the amount of seed we requires for this area. The seed is only sold in 5 kg. The unit we have, it's kg, and we are dealing with grams, so we need to convert, and for conversion we need to divide it by 1000, right? So when you divide it by 1000, so it is equals to 31.4 kg of seed requires. Now seed sold in 5 kg of bags, so how many bags we require? So we need to divide it by 5, so that is equals to 6.27. It means that we require 7 bags for the seed. So answer is 7. Next part it says a bird is hovering directly above B. So at above of point B you have a bird here, right? That is your bird. The angle of elevation of the bird from A is 18.5. So angle of elevation of bird from A, this angle is known. So if I draw the diagram separately, so it will be like this. This is my point A, that is my point B, and that is the bird we have, right? So the angle of elevation is 18.5. The distance from A to B is given. It's 130, and we need to find out the height. So by using easily trigonometry, we can apply 10 here. So it will be 10, 18.5 is equals to opposite divided by adjacent. We need to multiply 10, 18.5 with 30. So 18.5 of 10, it's 0.33 times 130 gives you the value of 43.5. So that is your answer for the height of bird above the point B. In the next part it says calculate the shortest distance, that means distance at 90 degree from C to the road XY. So if I draw the distance, shorter distance from C to the road XY, that is the distance, and angle we have it's 90. So that angle you can find out easily by subtracting 115 from 180. So 180 minus 115, it leads to 65. So this angle is 65. We need to find out the value of y. So by using sine here, it will be sine 65 is equals to opposite divided by 164, and we can find it easily. 65 of sine, it's 0.9 times 164 gives you the value of 148.6. That is your answer. Question number 10 from the topic vectors. In the first part, we need to find out the magnitude of p, that is equals to under root of x square plus y square. So it is equals to under root 10, and in decimal you can say that it's 3.16. On the unit grid below, draw the label vector p minus q. So p minus q is what? P is what? P is 1 and minus 3. That means on the x-axis and y-axis, that is p, right? And minus q, so q is minus 2 and 0, so minus q will be 2 and 0. So 2 and 0, it means that minus q is in this direction, right? So draw and label vector p minus q. So for p, I know that if I start from this point, so p on the x-axis is 1, and on the y-axis we need to go 3 units, so 1 on the x and 1, 2, 3. So that is my vector p, right? And minus q on x-axis I need to go 2 steps, so that is the vector minus q. So that is the resultant of p minus q, and that is your answer. The vector r is shown on the grid below. It is given that r is equals to ap plus bq. Find the value of a and b. Alright. So if I find out the vector of r in terms of x and y, so for x I note down that it's 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So firstly I'm going to find the vector r. So on x-axis we need to go 4 steps to the left, and for y it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So for y it's minus 6, right? That is my r vector. In given condition, it says that r is equals to ap plus bq, right? So r is what? R is minus 4 minus 6 equals to a is unknown, but p is given in the question, it's 1 and minus 3, plus b is unknown and q is given, it's minus 2 and 0. Now we need to solve, so that will be a and minus 3a, plus it will be minus 2b and 0, and on left side we have minus 4 and minus 6. Now I'm going to equate the first equation, that means minus 4 equals to a minus 2b. So it will be minus 4 equals to a minus 2b. That is my first equation. Similarly for second one, it's minus 6 equals to minus 3a plus 0. So it will be minus 6 equals to minus 3a. By solving this equation, we can find out the value of a, and that is equals to 2. Alright. Once you had the value of a, we can place the value of a in this equation. So now it will be minus 4 equals to a is 2 minus 2b. Minus 4 minus 2 minus 6 equals to minus 2b, and b equals to 3. So the value of a is 2 and value of b is 3. That is your answer. In the next part, it says diagram shows triangle A and B. Describe fully the single transformation which maps triangle A onto B. So firstly, it's an enlargement. So the transformation is enlargement. Now we need to find out the value of k. So the new length we have, you can see it's 4 units, right? And the old length we have, it's 2 units. So k will be 2, but it's an inverted, so it will be minus 2. For center of enlargement, first I need to connect the corresponding point. So let's suppose that this is the point, and the corresponding point of this one is this point, and similarly this corresponding point is this one. So I need to connect it by a line. So after joining the line, the point of intersection of these 2 points is basically your center of enlargement. So center of enlargement is 3, 1. That is your answer. It's question number 11. It says Imran drives the distance of 180 kilometer on a business trip. He drives the first 100 kilometer at a speed of x. He drives at a speed of 5 kilometers per hour slower than this is for the remainder of the journey. find in terms of x an expression for the time taken for the first 100 kilometers. So you have the working formula, distance is equals to speed multiplied by time. If you need to find out time, so that leads to distance divided by speed. Alright, so for the first part, the distance you have, it's 100 kilometer and time speed is x. So that is your first part answer. Alright, in the next part it says that total time is 2 hours 30 minutes. So what is total time? Total time to travel 100 kilometers is 100 divided by x plus time for the remaining 80 kilometers, right? Because the total journey is 180 kilometers. Out of 180 he had covered 100, so the leftover 80 kilometers here, and the speed is 5 kilometers per hour slower, that means x minus 5, and the total time we have it's 2.5. Now we need to take LCM here, so that will be x and x minus 5. So it leads to 100 x minus 500 plus 80x equals to 2.5 means 5 upon 2. So 100x plus 80x, it's 180x minus 500 divided by x square minus 5x equals to 5 divided by 2. By cross multiplication, it will be 360x minus 1000 equals to 5x square plus, sorry, not plus, minus 25x. Now it will be 5x square minus 25x. 360, when you shift on the right side, it will be minus 360x and plus 1000 equals to 0. Simplify it. 5x square minus 385x plus 1000 equals to 0. We can take 5 common here, so that will be x square minus 77x plus 200 equals to 0. 5 is multiplying, when you shift on the left side, it will be 0 divided by 5 is 0. So the final answer is 0 equals to x square minus 77x plus 200. So that is the equation we need to show, and we had did it. Right, now after that part C, it says solve the equation. So the working formula we have, it's minus b plus minus under root b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. The value of b we have, it's minus 77 plus minus under root b is what, it's minus 77 square minus 4, a is 1 and c is 200 divided by 2. The value of a is 1. So when you are going to solve, you will get two values. So the first value we will get, it's 74.31, and the next value we get, it's 2.69. In your next part, it says which of the solution in part C represent the speed for the first 100 kilometers. The answer will be 74.31, because when you are using 2.69, it gives you negative value of speed. So that is why we are going to reject 2.69 and we are going to heading towards 74.31. Last part. Find the difference between the time taken for the first and the second part of the journey. So the first part of the journey was 100 divided by x, and the next part of the journey was not 180. It is only 80. 80 divided by x minus 5, and we need to find out the difference, right? So I'm going to place the value. It will be 100 divided by 74.31 minus 80 divided by 74.31 minus 5. That is the portion on which we had rejected this value, because if you place 2.69 minus 5, that gives you the value of negative, and time cannot be a negative quantity. Now we need to simplify this equation. 100 divided by 74.31, it's 1.346 minus 74.31 minus 5, it leads to 69.31, and 80 divided by 69.31, it gives you the value of 1.15. Alright, now we need to find the difference of these two. So 1.346 minus this 1.15, it gives you the value of 0.192. Alright, and the answers you are getting in hours, but it says you need to give your answer in minutes, and for that part you need to multiply your answer by 60. So when you multiply, you will get 11 minutes, and that is your final answer.